belonging, there's nowhere else in the entire world that I belong tonight, at this exact moment, than to be standing in front of hundreds of people, public speaking, as an introvert. So let me deflect and talk about the war that's been going on at the YouthLink office. My coworker, Melissa and Easton, are apparently the top dogs over who has the best job in YouthLink. Now, I can't express myself as well as they do because I'm shy, quiet, and did I mention the introvert thing? But since we have the YouthLink community here, I'd like to declare officially that I, Queso, the real life associate director, have the best job in all of YouthLink. What's so amazing about my job is in part due to the sites that we serve. A lot of them are in South Salt Lake, where I grew up, and I want to highlight the Center Moon Community Center specifically. It was Real Life's first site, and every time I visit, I see students running around, playing, having fun with each other. And I see the way our Real Life volunteers start to belong with the students in the space. And it truly warms my heart to know that everyone there has a safe space and they can belong. But it's also bittersweet to me because I've always wondered what Center Moon would have been like if she were still here. When we were first resettled, there were only 2 Karen refugee families in South Salt Lake. It was my house and another four doors down. It was isolating and new and lonely and scary. You can fly thousands of miles to get away from a refugee camp, but you can't escape the camp inside your own heart. And when your heart is scared, it's hard to belong. In the months that followed, more and more Karen and other refugee families were resettled, and in South Salt Lake, specifically in Salt Park townhomes where we lived, and we started to make friends. It was around this time that I learned that belonging is much more than just a place. Belonging can be a person. The place really hasn't changed that much, but we felt like we belonged a little bit better because we had friends. Have you ever had a friend that made you feel like you can just forget the strange land that you're living in? I was fortunate to have one. A memory I will forever remember is playing with Serna Moon and my sister. Serna Moon always played the teacher and always wore something pink. My sister always played the nurse, and I was the gangster that needed lecturing from the teacher and patching up from the nurse. I questioned why being a gangster was my career choice, but Serna Moon enjoyed quite a bit lecturing at me. And I know for a fact my sister enjoyed pinching me to stimulate what a shot feels like. About a month after that, Serna Moon disappeared. Her brothers came to my house asking if she was playing with us. That evening, we checked all the current houses, and she was nowhere to be found. The cops came and searched through all the apartments 2 or 3 times in the next couple of days. She was still missing. They found her body in an apartment 2 doors down from where I lived. It was really hard to believe because she hasn't even turned 8 yet. She wanted us to play teacher, nurse, and gangster at her birthday party. I have no doubts that if she were alive today, she would be a teacher, and she would be wearing pink. Her funeral was at Jenkins Sophie Mortuary in Murray. Her parents were crying in the front row, holding on to her baby brother, who was just born a couple of weeks before her disappearance. She wanted to be a big sister really bad. That's all she ever talked about. And she didn't get to enjoy that long enough. When they were closing her casket, I remember shaking in my chair. I was too afraid to see her face. I was still swollen and blue. And I was also too afraid to say goodbye, because it was going to be forever. The sense of belonging I was building withered and faded away. Even in America, it's not always safe. It's not always a place where you can belong. Now, I know many of you in this room have not been in a refugee camp, but I know you have a camp inside your heart too, where it's isolating, lonely, where you feel like you can't belong. Perhaps you've lost a friend too, maybe someone you love. Maybe more presently, it's due to the forces in the ether that seek to divide us, to anger us, instill fear in us, and dehumanize us. They are very strong. It's hard for anyone to feel like we belong. In a recent interview, I was asked what I would tell my younger self if I had the opportunity. And without thinking, I said that I would tell my younger self that everything will be okay. Because I'm going to meet good humans who are spaces of belonging. Humans who are genuinely good. The good humans I'm speaking of are you, all the people I met in Youthland Land, and all of you in this room. The Real Life Scholarship winners, and the Young Humanitarian Award winners, and all you humanitarians. In one way or another, you have made a tiny corner of the world more kind and more beautiful. Through your service with YouthLink, through your sponsorship, through your donation of time, efforts, and talents, thank you. Thank you all for being spaces of belonging in a time when our environment isn't conducive to belong. Now, to those of us who feel like we do not belong and are stuck inside that camp in our own hearts, I want to let you know that we can get out, we can belong, and we can make a difference. You don't know it yet, but maybe your belonging is waiting for you in a village, in Peru, in Kenya, or Cambodia. Maybe your belonging is waiting for you at a real life site. Or maybe your belonging is waiting for you here in a local community. There's another child, another human, another friend who needs a safe place, who need a safe place to belong. We all come from different walks of life, but I truly believe there is a place of belonging for everyone between Mother Earth and Father Sky. This is why I love the YouthLink community. YouthLink remember those who are forgotten, either in our local community or in our international community. YouthLink is a place of belonging. When I visit Suriname Community Center now, I see good humans with good hearts helping our little friends belong. It truly captures the spirit of Suriname because she was my space of belonging. All of you in this room, please be a space of belonging for someone. Be a space where another broken, desperate, hungry, and hopeless human can belong to. You might just inspire some gangster to believe that the world is beautiful and humans are good.